Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video guys, I'm giving you guys this look today. It's a whole cut crease look today, so make sure to do stick around to see how I achieve this look. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Madonna. I'm a Guyanese beauty content creator. On my channel here I do upload makeup tutorial, everything beauty. So if you are interested, please hit that subscribe button. So with that being said, let's get this video started. So I did went and complete my eyebrows off camera. Right now I'm going to go in and start to prep my eyes for this eyeshadow. I'm taking some of this leftover concealer from LA Girl and apply that onto my lid to prep my eyes. I'm going to buff or blend my concealer out. So I did went in back and apply some concealer on my lid because I'm really going for like that whole cut crease look today, and I'm going to bring my concealer out a bit outwards here. So the palette which I'm using today is the Morphe and James Charles palette. First shade I'm going to dip into is this black. I'm going to apply this black shade in my crease. To apply the black eyeshadow into my crease, I'm using a small pencil brush, and the reason why I'm using this brush is that I really want to carve out the shape with this brush here, and it just keeps the shadow exactly where I want it to be. So I'm just going to continue to use this brush, and I'm going to continue to reapply the black eyeshadow as much as I want to, you know, when I reach to that part of me having just enough shadow on my eyelid or in my crease to work with. So I already created the shape that I want, so I'm just going to go in circular motions to blend out the edge of the black eyeshadow shade, and then I'm going to start to blend out the black using the brown eyeshadow shade. Doing this technique helps with the blending, so that's why I would like go in and blend out my crease color first. So here I'm just showing you guys the side which is being more blended out and the next side which need work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend out my next eye. So I'm going to apply this brown shade using the Morphe M56 brush, and I'm going to use that to apply the brown like to the edge, or you know, right where that black is. I'm going to apply the brown there first and then blend in. When I'm working with eyeshadows, I prefer to like place the eyeshadow first onto my eyes, and then I will go in and start to blend the eyeshadows out, and I'm using a circular motion to blend out my eyeshadows. I really love working like with browns. You see how the brown and the black, it just blends beautiful in together, and I love how my cut crease shape is there, but it's not cut yet. It's there. You can literally see the cut crease. You could not the cut crease, but you can literally see where I'm gonna cut my crease. So that's what I like. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to blend some more. You know, when you're doing your makeup, as I mentioned, like blending, it should be your friend. Okay, so I did went back in and add some black eyeshadow into my crease because I really want that brown to pop, not the brown, the black to pop. Especially when I do go in to cut my crease, I still want to see that black in my crease. Okay, so right now I'm showing you guys, you know, the part which I'm at right now. The blending is on point. So to cut my crease, I'm using the concealer from Wet n Wild. So I'm going to apply some of the concealer on my lid, look up just to give me a mark, and I'll just go over that mark just a small bit, not too much. And then I'm just going to like tap it. I don't know how to explain it, but like create some small lines and connect it into each other to form that curve that I want. So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating small lines and following the same curve, and connecting the lines together to create that cut crease. It's a whole cut crease I'm going for today, so I'm going to continue to take it right out to the end of my eyes and create that whole sharp cut crease, you know, that I'm going for. So I'm just going to continue to give that cut straight out. It's the whole cut crease, and I love how it's looking. You know, it's looking very sharp. Okay, so I'm gonna set my eyelid or my cut crease before I head in with any eyeshadows onto my lid. Just make sure you set your base. So I'm gonna go in with this nude shade onto a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna apply this color like right under my brow. It is not too bright, neither nor too dark. It's just right from my skin tone shade. Okay, and at this point I'm testing out if I should go with the matte or shimmer, and it's matte it is. So I'm going to use this matte beautiful it's an off-white kind of shade, and I love it. So I'm going to apply that all over onto my lid. Yeah, that's my son passing by there. Anyway, I'm going to use that all over on my eyelid. I'm going to apply that all over onto my eyelid. And look at him again. I don't know what he's doing behind me, but there he is. Anyway, let's get back to the makeup. So I'm going to continue to apply this shade onto both of my eyelid, and I'm using this brush is also from Murphy. I'm not sure of the number as of now, but I'm going to leave it in the description box below if you are interested. So here I'm just showing you guys the shade which I'm applying onto my eyelid. And he didn't finish with me as yet. He was there. You know, children. But anyway, get back to the makeup now, girl. When I'm doing my eyeshadows, I just love to apply my eyeliner. It's a must for me. Okay, I love doing an eyeliner. First, when I started doing eyeliner, it was hectic. It was like chaos. You know, it was, you know, testing me, but you know, I get good with it now, so I'm happy about that. So I always have to apply eyeliner on my eyes when I'm doing my eyeshadows and so on. Starting on my face, after I prep my face and apply my primer and everything, I just have to go over with just a small amount of powder onto my face, just to give you that, you know, what might I say, it just works best when you have oily skin. So that's a technique that I'm using, which the girlies on the internet have been talking about. So yeah, and my foundation I'm using is the Maybelline matte finishing, it's a matte one, yeah, foundation from Maybelline, and I'm in the number 355. So I'm just shaking it up because I haven't used it in a while. So I'm just shaking it up just to get everything in together, and I'm using my finger to apply the product onto my face. All right, so I'm just going to continue to apply her onto my face, and I love using this foundation. I just love using foundation, but I have just a small amount in the bottle, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to use a brush now to help to blend the product out onto my face better, and to give myself a good blending and so on. So I'm just going to continue to blend, and there he goes again. But anyway, that's my boy. So now I'm starting to highlight my face, and for the concealer I'm using the LA Girl concealer in the shade Cool Tan. And as I was doing so, I've realized that I didn't blend out the foundation around my mouth area. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to head back into applying my highlight shade onto the highlighted points on my face using this LA Girl concealer. And I love taking that concealer like under my eyeliner because it just sharpens it up just a bit more. It just gives a little extra, you know, something to the eyeliner. For my contour, I'm using a Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Casino. I am taking some of that foundation stick on a small brush and then apply that onto the areas of my face where I would normally place my contour. And I'm going to also contour my nose. I just love doing it, you know, with a full face of makeup. Starting to blend out my contour, I'm going to blend out my forehead first and then move on to the other parts of my face as to where I've placed my contour. The contour brush which I'm using is from BH Cosmetics. It's the professional brush set, I believe it's called, and I'm using the contour brush from that set. And I just love doing this, using this brush. It is not too big, neither too small, and I love using that brush. To blend out my concealer, I'm using a damp sponge, and I'm starting to blend out my concealer from the outer part first, and then move into my under eye area. And I just love how this, you know, how the blend is looking. I just love this, and I love it a lot. So this liquid blush is from AOA Studio, and it's a very nice pretty coral shade, and I love using it even though it's not that much pigmented for my skin tone, but it's still soft, and I just love how it's looking. Okay, if you're someone that loves a natural kind of blush, cheek and so on, I think this could pass as, you know, something that's very much more natural, but you could still see it through as I blend. You guys gonna see the pigment is still coming through, even though it's not that much pigmented. You can still see the color there. So yeah, I love using it and I'll continue to use it. I'm gonna leave the name in the description box for you guys. And when I blend out my blush, I also blend up in a upward position, you know, as well as how I've blended my concealer. After I finish everything, I just go over back with my sponge just to blend everything in together. You can still see the blush there, you can still see my concealer, and you could also still see my contour, but it's all well blended, and that is what we're working for. To set my under eye area, I'm using the loose finishing powder from Maybelline, and this is in the shade 30. And I'm also going to use a powder puff to apply the powder onto my face. You know, always tap off the excess before you go in and start to apply that powder onto your face. Because if you don't tap off the excess, it's just going to look not blended. It's going to look ashy and it's just going to look terrible. So make sure that you tap off before you apply onto your face to set your highlighted area or any part of your face. And I was loving it. Okay, period. I was loving it. Normally with my makeup, especially when it comes to setting my under eye and so on, I don't bake. I prefer to apply the powder onto my face, on eye or whatever, and just press the powder in. It just gives me a much more of a natural look, so I will go for that instead of like the baking technique. You know, I just love using this technique here instead of baking. My makeup right now is looking flawless. I just love how it's looking. I really do love it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my nose highlight. Yeah, I was loving it. To contour my face, I'm using the contour palette from Black Radiance, and I'm going to apply this shade like all where I've placed my contour. I'm going to set my contour in place using this shade here, and I'm tapping and I'm moving also in a upward angle. You know, this kind of like give your face a lift where you're moving the product upwards. When you're setting your contour, it just gives your face that lift. For my blush, I was really looking for a shade which, you know, going to be likewise close to the liquid blush, but I just wasn't finding the shade. So I went in with this Black Radiance, yeah, blush, and I just love this blush as well. I normally would use this, so I have no problem with it. And I love to apply blush like on my nose. It just does something different. Okay, it just give a look onto your face. It just bring your makeup in together. It's just something that I love to do, and every step with my face I just have to go over again with the damp sponge just to make everything look, you know, well blended and everything. So that's what I like to do. Moving on to the bottom of my eyes, I'm using that same brown shade which I've used earlier, and I'm just applying that to the bottom of my eyes and just blend that out, and then apply some mascara both to the top and also to the bottom of my lashes. I love to create that kind of like a spidery kind of lashes to the bottom of my lashes, and I love how that be looking. Line my lips, I'm using the LA Girl lip liner, and this is in the shade medium brown. I'm going to outline my lips with this here. And for my lip gloss, I'm using this lip gloss from Juvia's Place, and this is in the shade Island Mammy, and I love how my lips are looking. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to blend my lip gloss and my lip liner in together just to give me that lip that I'm going for. And this is the finished look, girl. I love how this came out. I really do. So guys, this is come to the end of this tutorial. I really love how my makeup came out today. I love my eyes, my lips, and everything. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet, make sure you do hit that subscribe button before you leave. Hit your girl up with a like. Also leave your feedback in the comment section down below. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.